thank everybody for coming. This is our ribbon cutting. We've got pretty cool people to speak about what we've done here and how we got here. It's been a real community effort, and I look around and I just see so many people that have helped. I'm sure we're going to miss a bunch of you, but I just want to thank everybody for what they did to help make this happen. And of course, my phone goes out. I'd like to go through the history of the project and how we got here. 2008, the Green Community Act was passed. Joe and I, Joe, where are you? We've been playing hockey for 15 years, and we used to talk in the locker room with, gee, wouldn't it be neat? I went to Joe, hey, let's take a look at it. Joe, me, and Brian Kuhn. Brian, are you here? Got together, took a look at what we had found. We think we had a pretty neat wind turbine. The hardest part of this thing, believe it or not, was not the permitting. Sorry. It was getting the money. I think I went through about a dozen banks and term sheets and everything else, and then I was fortunate enough to meet two people, Lynn Sargent over there and Nancy Gerbeau. And they in turn introduced us to Weymouth Bank, Mutual Savings Bank, and Abington Bank. And I think we've got
I want to take a moment to simply introduce the members of the community, what we call the Community Bank Renewable Energy Lending Group. And as Simon said, this is comprised of Abington Bank, Mutual Bank, and Weymouth Bank. And we have Andy Ronska from Abington Bank, who's the president and CEO. Mario Sindoni, who's the credit analyst, senior credit analyst from Abington. From Mutual Bank, we have Bill Morse, who's the president and chief operating officer. Where are you, Bill?
This is Scott Clark from Goldwyn, USA. He just flew in from the Red Eye from Montana last night. He's their national installation manager. He's forgotten more about this turbine than I'll ever know. What I'd like you to do is just tell him, what is this, how does it work, and why is it pretty cool?
Yeah. This technology, so this is a 70-meter tower. It is a 82-meter rotor diameter. This is the direct drive technology, and that's, in all honesty, what sets it apart from all the rest. It's a proven direct drive technology for multiple years. It's a German technology from a company called Vensis. What's very unique about this turbine is it also has a belt-driven technology for the pitch drive system. We are the only company that does do the belt-driven technology. It eliminates exterior greasing of the bearings, eliminates any backlash issues, any pitting or corrosion that's caused from the...
How many of you guys here know Joe Balboni? Did you ever think you'd see him dressed up? Cool or what? Joe, come on up, baby.
I just want to finish up here, and I just want to say a lot of thank yous and some acknowledgments. I want to thank my family, Balboni LLC, for their patience through this process, as we started this process 5 years ago. And we had some days that were very trying, but I guess in the end it's paying off because we're just about complete. I also want to thank my office staff, my wife Ann, and Kathy McGuire, and Tiggy Frecolossi, and Deb Savastano. There's a lot of work that gets done behind the scenes that nobody knows about. The emails, the phone calls, the faxes, the paperwork. And without their support in the office, we'd have been dead in the water. And I do want to acknowledge the tradesmen that worked on the job. And I know Mark Baldwin touched on it, but it was a real pleasure working on this job with all of you. And then I just want to finish up and thank financiers, Weymouth Bank, Abington Savings, and Mutual Bank. That was one of our rough patches before we found our funding. Because there were days I didn't think we were going to do this thing. But thanks to Wynn Sargent putting the deal together, it came together.
Just to finish up, because I think we've been writing a pretty good check to the bank every month for quite a while. Well, guess what? The three banks are picking up the tab for it's an open bar, is it? And appetizers up at El Maestro Restaurant. You go right to the Shops in 5 and the set of lights is right across. Guys, please help us get our money's worth.
Hold them just right.
Grab the other end.
All right. Ready? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!